And good evening everyone who is watching the stream over here, Rives on Air, and welcome to my finally another Daisy stream. So as you can hear, I sound a little bit better, still going to be nasal for quite some time, even after the lightest cold. Unfortunately, that's how my nose reacts to it. So but I've been feeling myself pretty okay. I've been actually super busy. It's been sort of kinda pretty hard more than a couple days. Pretty not hard, just full of things. So but finally got some time to play the game. DZ requires a little bit more time than an hour, so let's continue adventures of our shotgun character that was just I don't know, I just started another character because I wanted to change this scenery, the situation a little bit, make it a little bit different. I've been playing the same characters over and over. So, and here we have something different and something pretty loud immediately. Even louder than me, I think. So we are I don't actually remember where. Is this the end of the map? Yes, okay. Yeah, that's where we are. That's the end of the map. So, and we need to get back to the road that will bring us to Zalesia. That's at least the idea. So, to go through Zalesia. Rarely go there. Would be nice for a start. Okay. Pretty loud for me, so I made it a little bit quieter for me. But for you, it's still the full volume. What was that? A potato and a back door. Are we that hungry? Not really. Have a loaded block pistol. Why can I? Yeah, I should be able to reload it. It is slightly damaged, but that we can fix. Because why would we have? Why would we keep damaged pistol? Damaged pistol. Why would we keep it damaged? If we have a way to fix it. This, by the way, needs to be eaten. This character may be going to be sort of a support for a base raid, or maybe gonna be a story of his own. Who knows? Maybe he'll bring simply some chainmail to the knight character. Maybe he ends up completely somewhere else. Though she happened to find a detonator. She eats the knight character. That one's she. The rain sometimes looks like sort of kind of smoke, like the plumes of smoke from the helicopters, but not that dense. Okay, let's loot this checkpoint one more time, because why not? There's nothing special here, if anything at all. 2017 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 at all. handguards. PCP rounds that I don't need. Not going to use them. The police seem to be mostly absent. And a box of nails. Okay, and even this character is getting cold. This one is wearing slightly better clothes. So let's just keep running. That's not the most optimal way to get to Polesye, but that's a way. Hope you can hear me well and hope you can hear the game well, because I've been one of the things I've been kind of slowly working on. I've been ironing out really small but annoying problems with my hardware before reinstalling and doing a full reinstall of Windows on my main root. So since I use external USB audio cards, I've been rearranging USB things. Kinda after many years of using premium X299 motherboard, I'm back to like just standard consumer stuff, running way faster CPU, of course, these days. It used to be 7900X Intel 4i9. Was 4i9 or 7? And now it's 4i. Is it 7 or 9? I keep forgetting. The new 7.9 thing kinda throws me off. So the new Core i something 13700K. So it's twice as fast as the 7900X. But the motherboard that I'm using, it's not a premium one. And the amount of USB is really not sufficient for me. I have a ton of USB devices connected. Printer, scanner, Toast, that's our music controller, MIDI controller that I actually use for, oh nice, though I don't need it, that I actually use for voice meter, and that I am going to start using for OBS, because our MIDI controller, of course, any MIDI controller can do that if you have the software. This one specifically would be very convenient to things, for example, like very easily and gradually change the brightness of the game for you, say gamma. So I have a ton of USB devices connected to audio cards. Actually, one of them uses like double power, well, double USB connection. One USB and one separate one for power. So external hard drive cradle that I technically don't need, but I have it, so once in a while, once in a blue moon, I need it. I've been kinda reorganizing that USB stuff, reusing, buying some additional planks to reuse on board inner USB ports on the motherboard, even installed USB hub inside the case, like a board USB hub. It's not a device, it's just a board USB hub that can be connected, that is connected to the inner ports of the motherboard, one inner port. So that one's good for things like printer, scanner, that MIDI controller, nothing that uses a lot of USB bandwidth. So USB 2 devices, pretty much the old ones. Always been fascinated by these emerald green patches of grass that all of a sudden sometimes appear throughout the map. Not sure what it means, but it's strange. not everywhere. Maybe it's just the contrast. Maybe in some other parts all the grass is like that. We just don't notice it. So the main thing that I wanted to actually achieve is to switch my main external audio card to a separate USB controller, separate card, PCIe, and so far no luck. It used to work on one, then it stopped working on that USB controller. I'm not sure if the controller is okay. I need to test it in another machine. I installed another controller, another card, and it's not working on that one too, but it's based on VIA chip or VIA, so it's not. And if you have a semi-professional audio interface that uses USB, actually you would want to use it on with an external. With external, not external, with PCIe USB card. Because it looks like statistically, just in general, it works better. And it works not as good, still good, yeah, but sometimes it's better to have it still connected to a card, not to the motherboard box. So things like that, it's really small. It's really not a big deal. Everything works without it. It's just sometimes you need to spend your time to work on that stuff too. Not the best scope, not the best gun, not the best rounds, nothing's the best. I have 10 in the magazine, so if I find something better, I have rounds. Okay, the rain, it looks like the rain has stopped properly, so let's get dry. So, and because I've been kind of removing USB devices, connecting them to different ports, even I've been trying to figure out the mapping of USB, what's in the BIOS and what's real, how is it like, how it is related. Every time you disconnect your audio card from Windows, you might start experiencing issues. So that's why I've asked, I said, hope you can hear me properly and can hear the game. OBS reports that everything seems to be okay, but to be honest, I didn't monitor myself. Oh. I don't know if you probably shouldn't be able to hear it because the microphones should be pretty well oriented and just in general setup, but there is a hum in the background. That's my air moisturizer. So since I've been kind of experiencing these nasal issues and throat a little bit, and it's been sort of lately pretty dry here. Not really common for this season, but it's been pretty dry. I engaged the moisturizer, air. What's the right name for the device? I keep forgetting. So you got me. The thing that adds a little bit of humidity, air humidifier. Yeah, that's the right word. It's a big one. So not a small like desktop size thingy. But it really helps if you have like dryness in your throat, in your nose, after, yeah, after a little bit of a cold. Okay, I'm not going to loot all the houses here. I'm just curious to see what's going on here in general in terms of loot. Though I wouldn't mind to find some food. Protective zombie. There's a well in the middle of this settlement, so got to take a look. Got to pay a visit there. Megaphone, an interesting thing to have in your outhouse. Outskirts of this place always felt kinda like not impressive. But the amount of zombies actually, this feels the way it used to be, like they didn't change the zombie layout, zombie distribution in this place. This feels like it's always been. And I really haven't been to this place in a very long time. Shotgun shells. Like that. Lots of sewing kits tonight. Some zombies here. Oops, don't turn around. Don't look back in anger. Some food I can hear, so maybe hunting. Well, hunting's not hard. Cooking kinda takes time. Maybe just having a little bit of a... Since we are literally in the settlement here, but we have again our own cookware. Okay, first things first. Ah no, if we drink, we won't be able to eat and we cannot really carry a lot. So... Our clothes aren't really that great. This store is surprisingly empty. Unfortunately. Poison compensator. Did I ditch my poison compensator? Yeah, here the zombie distribution feels totally like it's always used to be. Always used to be, like nothing changed. I have a feeling that it's not just zombie distribution change that happened. It's now way more dynamic. That's the thing. It changes every time you enter the place. It really depends on how you enter the place, what speed, direction, and whatnot. So things like that. Okay, let's first see if we can do a little bit of cooking, a little bit of eating. I heard the animal somewhere from here, but for some reason not hearing them from the road. on the hill. Maybe I'm wearing my headphones around. Maybe they got attacked by zombies and killed. Because there's a lot of zombies, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not hearing any animals whatsoever anymore. That one seems to be a little bit aggroed. Did you kill somebody? A little bit on edge. Yeah. They are on edge. And they're all here in one spot. Oh, this one has some food even that we have to eat right away. And that's the poor animal they killed. I mean, I called it. Just by the look of zombies and the lack of the sounds. So here we have a house at the outskirts. So the problem is my inventory. I cannot really carry anything. So I will have to cook them just literally right here. Which I can do. Yeah, with all the dead zombies surrounding me. Use a pristine knife, so it's pretty much a zombie kill. Don't expect to see a lot of meat. Ooh, I'm dropping frames all of a sudden. That's not good. What the actual hell? That's a boar. Okay, boars are a little bit faster. Than other animals. And yeah, flying zombies, flying boars. That happens. Okay, now they found some fun over there. Okay, we have some meat. We have some meat. Gonna lose quite some fat here, but that's inevitable, cooking it this way. Okay. Start frying. very well. Super loud for me, these noises are. This is ready. Let it get unfortunately cold before we can eat it. Underdogs, good evening, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Okay, it looks like I stopped dropping frames. I mean, I'm not downloading anything, I don't think so. I'm cooking all this meat just in the middle of the field, well, in the middle of the hill, just because I don't have room for it. This is not going to get me dry though. So this is going to stay here cooling down. This goes back in the cooking pot. Literally have room only for two pieces of meat. The boar situation. The boar situation at least moved away. Still pretty hot. Well, yeah, it's not so hot. Things stay hot in here. Let's start consuming. Starting, of course, with pieces that are smaller. The larger pieces, at least a couple, we can take. Yep, I'm enjoying experimental. I actually stay a lot on experimental. I cannot really help a lot with development of this game. And I definitely not the one filling out tickets on the bug tracker, but I just try to create my small share of load on experimental servers, and maybe some other people would see something in my stream that I don't even notice and test it and report it. So plus I kind of always want to know as much as possible about just the state of the vanilla game. Here we go. So here we have the smallest piece. 7 here. $55 even. And 76, 81, 72. it looks like that we can keep eating. We still have some room in our stomach. Well, it wasn't a big sheep. It wasn't a big one at all. Okay, only after eating one sheep we finally got full. Okay, I didn't leave anything behind. Teddy bear's looking in the corner. On PlayStation, yeah, on PlayStation they don't have experimental, yeah, unfortunately. So, but in general, just in as less words as possible, it's just a preview of the next version that's to come. Sometimes it's buggy, but these days experimental, it's like rarely really a serious like test bad. It's just to iron out small things. Well, some people would consider some of the small things not small, but I haven't seen anything game breaking on experimental for a very long time. The bugs here, they happen, but they are very tame these days. For example, here we've had a bug. I don't know if they fixed it actually. I haven't even been following it. Where the most guns I've tested didn't produce a sound of a shot if fired inside the house, inside the building of some sort. So, and I never tested if it was like only for the player or for everybody else. You shoot it inside, and you pretty much don't hear it yourself. Only the pistol click, the gun click. That's like the most hardcore game breaking bug I've encountered in this experimental. Sounds like we have not one but two packs of doggies coming. Gotta get ready. Getting dark. Oh, hi. Okay, let's kill you in the bushes. We don't need to attract any attention here. But we need to loot this place, of course. Oh, a helmet. But I don't like this helmet. My other characters wouldn't wear it. A little bit too restrictive in terms of vision. A knife. We have a spare one. Interesting. The doggies were pretty far away. They sounded like pretty far away, and they are now quiet. Not a good sign. Have a magazine like this one, and I don't need more than 10 rounds in it if I don't have a gun even. Okay, that'll come in handy. That's going to be even more handy. Wait a second. They're both damaged, yeah. So the doggies, maybe they disaggregate, but I think they just switch to the quiet mode. Sometimes they do that. It's like undocumented. To be careful here. They might appear absolutely out of the blue now, without any warning sounds. Maybe they're after completely somebody else. Not a lot of interesting loot in here. I hope for more. Really hoped for more. Lots of weapon cleaning kits though. I didn't check this one. Oh, that's food. Nice. That's strange. They should be coming, but they're not coming. Sec. Okay. Fortunately, no guns, only gun parts and gun cleaning kits. The deer, they're still there. Yeah, gun cleaning kits are everywhere. Yeah, a vest, but I have my armor vest. This is not that exciting at all. I really hoped for a gun, or at least for something made of chainmail. Disappointing. An empty military checkpoint. Sounds that we are not going to need. Yeah, I never actually... Oh, the doggies are... They were moving away from me after they spotted me. It's like they've been following somebody else. Okay, let's give them a second. I prefer to use the cover of the checkpoint to get rid of them. Not supposed to be this slow. But again, sometimes their eye gets a little bit a little bit just glitchy. I've been seeing kind of strange animal behavior since pretty much animals appeared in DayZ, and in Livonia, for example, already on the new, completely new engine, I've seen doggies seemingly not aggroing on me, just jogging slowly past me, howling. I've seen doggies running across fields at max speed, very far away, not running like somewhere else. Not towards me, not away from me. Oh. It's almost like this, they have their own life. I mean, it's possible maybe that they are stuck somewhere because of the issues with pathfinding. But the fact that they started howling and then moved away from me, that's strange. Are they following somebody that's running away from them? Not shooting, not engaging, just running away from them. Yeah, this feels super strange. Am I wearing my headphones right? Oops. We have a running deer. Ah, that's the reason. They are hunting deer now. Could they be coming after me? Well, one tried. That's what happened here. You little piece of curry meat. Cut me. They tend to bite you in the face, if you didn't know. Let's see. What got damaged? No, this time it was just my jacket. Anything got damaged in the jacket? Face seems to be good. So that was the reason. They have the life of its own, of their own. So they were running after this deer, unable to, of course, catch them. Okay, do I have more rounds? What? Ah, no, I have. It would be a smart idea actually to cook the doggies, but you can eat safely, you can eat fat from them. but I've just tried that. I've done some cooking already. Okay. So we heard the dog is going after somebody else, which is nice, but that somebody was more of a not a person but an animal. Okay, these days I really rarely end up at this part of the map, so let's get back to the road. I don't mind getting lost, but at the same time I'd want to stay on track. For now. Though the track is like pretty loose, to be honest. Plus I would really want to find a sniper rifle before really going full in, maybe full in, really going to the south. But again, it would be easier to find the sniper rifle in the south. Okay, let's keep this one intact. Let's start using this one. Since we are not going to wear anything what's it called? HBC suit. I keep forgetting the name of it. Hazard materials protection suit. So since we are not going to wear any biohazard, we don't technically need the duct tape. Just some sewing kits to keep the clothing in order should be 100% okay. So it's nighttime, it's a little bit dark, but we at least have gamma on. So on some servers gamma works, on some server gamma doesn't, and the nights can be super dark. So here gamma is working. This is, yeah, probably not the best way south in terms of this road. Kinda needs a little bit of something because it's very empty. Is it the one with the lumber mill, or I don't think so. I think this side of the map needs a little bit, this corner needs a little bit of additional work. So Livonia map has been converted into DayZ from the Contact DLC of Arma 3, and maybe there it had some actually point to have. Yeah, that's a good one. I like to go to that place, but we are on a different path. So maybe it had sense for the Contact 3 or the Contact DLC. Maybe it had sense there for like fights, military army fights in the woods. But here, oh, that's something larger than just a deer. Oh yeah, that's the one with the lumber mill. Okay, I keep kind of confusing them. We have a bear, but we have... I think maybe we can kill a bear with this gun. Maybe it has just enough rounds if we don't miss. This like lonely lumber mill in the middle of nowhere, I don't know, has always seemed kinda creepy. This immediately heard me. They are pretty well trained here. Well trained perception they have. Repeater. That's some rounds, maybe. 2. I don't know why, but recently I've been throwing guns away after unloading them. It's not that I want people to not find them, it's just I kinda like to throw things. I'd kinda like to throw things more. Oh. Sunglasses. Blue sunglasses for this nice blue night. Oops. Just wanted to quietly gut this zombie, didn't work. So yeah, if you're not going to deal with NPC, it's better to have, for example, 2 normal sewing kits than 1 piece of duct tape. Or if you don't have a lot of space in your inventory, then of course 1 normal sewing kit against 1 roll of duct tape. Place is empty. Really empty. We're really following somebody. Well, I mean, with the doggies, with the wolves, we learned that it was just deer interfering and distracting the doggies. So, where would I find a proper sniper rifle? That'd be nice. This character doesn't really have a lot of restrictions. Sometimes I would just restrict my characters for fun. Rarely though, to some specific types of weapons or clothes. Like the other character that I've been playing, it's a knight. but really needs more chainmail and armor. Maybe actually I'll do just a stream. I'll do a little bit, well, I mean, not just a stream, but an attempt at driving around the map, simply trying to get chainmail as much as possible, just to see if I can survive such long journeys, if I could survive such long journeys, and if I could find anything driving from one summer camp to another. This is not the very edge of the map, but this is close. I'm following the road here because, again, I can cut corners, but I want to stay more or less on track. But when you start cutting corners, when you start losing your direction, when you get a little bit lost, though I cannot get lost here, you know the region, you cannot get lost. That's when you start finding interesting stuff, unexpected, like bases, people in the bushes doing something strange. Charcoal. Well, I mean, yeah, no. I'm going to try to survive on strange food, especially in these woods. Here you just got to be hunting. How did you... I'm not that loud. I'm wearing the quietest footwear, almost the quietest footwear in the game. So, going inland, like here somewhere over inland, like leaving the road and going somewhere over there, would give you a chance to find something really. But at the same time, maybe not. I'm dropping frames periodically, but yeah, that's kind of within the tolerable limits. For those who just joined, I sound a little bit nasal. That's just a residual thing. I had a really mild cold. The only problem was pretty much sneezing and sniffles, and unfortunately my nose kind of works that way that I get a minor case of sneezing and sniffles, and then I would sound congested for a very long time. You can see that farm from everywhere now. That's insane. I call this like South Topolin farm, though it's not really close to Topolin, but that's what I call it. Sorry, hiccups. That sometimes happens. I think this side of the map doesn't even have a lot of dynamic events. Like, there's a heli crash here, and that's pretty much, I think, it. Yeah, judging by my energy indicator, that ship was not much. Did you put your settings to full view? Underdogs, I'm sorry. Could you please clarify? What do you mean by full view? Do you mean like the angle? Field of view? This? Oh, a big backpack. Tempting, but no. Yeah, yeah, I always play on max field of view. I try to remember. Ah, they ruined my Rex. That's what they did. The doggies attacked my police jacket and got to my Rex. Okay. Water purification tablets, nice. Lots of repeaters tonight, that's lots. That's the second one. Not that I mind. But I wish they had a little bit more rounds on them. Well, that didn't go through the window. Better gloves? Ah no, I have the same gloves. It's just of a different color. Not the first time I notice a strange thing. In this house you can sometimes hear ghost steps. That's no moon. Okay. And the moon's coming up or coming down, I don't know. So, the next stop's Polyana, but I don't really want to loot Polyana. Not going to find the sniper rifle in there. Yep, underdogs, exactly. That's the Death Star. Looks exactly like one. So, Поляна, Поляна, Поляна. I mean, looting Polyana would pretty much mean figuring out the situation with our inventory. And our inventory is not really ready to take in a lot of items. And that would mean probably switching to another primary. Which sorta kinda always has sense. If you just have a shotgun, even a full auto. Or semi-auto, but I don't know. Like in the R12, I haven't really properly used it. Every time I find it, then I switch to another gun. But for me personally, I think it should be kinda like advanced double barrel, advanced version of a double barrel shotgun. like multi-barrel shotgun. A gun that's able to shoot several times in rapid succession, which is good for me. In Livonia, they actually seem to spawn in police station, which is strange. Maybe I was just lucky. People maybe been ditching them, but I think in Livonia they spawn in police stations. Okay. The Polyana is close. I need to take a short break. Been drinking, of course, lots of liquid. Got to rinse my throat a little bit. It's just because of dryness. I kinda got sorta not bacterial or viral inflammation, but reactive inflammation. No, actually, I don't mind. I don't mind Saiga. I don't mind Saiga. I killed a guy on the server using Saiga, though it was very messy. But that's how it is with shotguns always. Well, I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to see the difference between Saiga and this. I mean, if we are not counting the size of the magazine, I don't think I'll be able to tell the difference. Maybe this one would be more accurate a little bit, but accuracy in shotguns, that's not something that these are two words that I do not put together. So the only thing I want to find right now is not a better primary, but a better sniper gun, because this one, it's bad for me. I need more powerful sniper rifles with more powerful scopes. I'm not a good sniper, so I need all the power I can get. But right now we are getting close to Polyana, so I got to do that break. I got to make that break. Don't leave the channel yet, because when we are on a break, I have a collection of clips, my own clips, not YouTube, not Twitch, my own hard drive, from that I gathered over the years of playing DayZ. So some clips for you, and I'll be back in a second.
What up, man? You killed that guy? So can I... What you said?
Anybody else in here?
Rack now? Was that a you? There's a rack. I think... Oh shit.
And I am back. Apologies for making you wait. I had to restart. There's another PC behind me that I've been working on. Had to spend some time restarting it, running a new, starting another test there. But now we are back to real-time DayZ, so let's continue. I kinda been sorta what am I even doing? Yes, I want to discard it. Sorta kinda been hiccuping a lot. Maybe because of not breathing properly with my nose. I'm going to Polyana. Let's take a look. I'm not going to find any sniper rifles there, which is sorta kinda annoying. Oh, give me a second. One more thing to check. Only a bunch of zombies. And a ton of military loot. Some explosives would be nice though, but well, I have a little bit of room for that. But that's gonna be a secondary thing. Because the idea was to do a base raid not with explosives, but using crossbows. Didn't work. Polyana is a dangerous place even on a server with like 2 players. Okay, that's good. That's something we gotta immediately consume. Okay. That's an interesting for our primary, for our secondary that I don't like. An interesting offer. Just take one full stack. Okay, this looks like everything more or less intact. Yep, I wanted to kill him behind the tree. That did not work. This one at least let's kill here, behind the sandbag wall. something we don't need. More food. Okay. Clean it up and eating right away. So my inventory is this problematic. Crap, I'm dropping frames actually. Strangely enough, I'm dropping lots of frames. Let me see if I can do something about it. Just a second. Second. Oops, wrong key. Apologies. That's not what it's supposed to be. Okay, let's see. Maybe I'm just sorta kinda myself unaware of what's my internet connection been doing. But maybe it's not on my side at all. Your jacket damaged. No, I wanted a new set of rags. That's not damaged, but not from this. Yeah. Okay, that'll do for a while. And they got teleported to the roof. Marksman scope. Is it possible to install it instead of this one? No, I keep forgetting where you can install it. Western designate marksman rifles. That's not Western. This is not Western, right? Yeah. So the scopes, I'm a little bit confused about. The new ones. Okay, that's a very interesting offer. That's a very interesting offer. M16 in very good shape. I'm not going to ignore it. Here we have a little bit of rounds. Damaged, but we can deal with it. So that's exactly the situation, showing an example, perfect example of me why I never end up using R12. I find something better. Let's get these rounds fixed. Magazine I don't need, but the rounds I do need. Yep. Damage 2. At least it's a 30 rounder, so that's more than enough for me. Let's start loading it. We have another box. So M16, I kind of forgot about that possibility that you could find one here. It's raining again. Okay, this is not a joke gun, officially. So this we just leave behind. But I'm keeping the rounds for now. Though, yeah, I can ditch it any second now. Ditch them. I actually really like M16. To me it's almost as good as M4, but way easier to find. Doesn't take optics, but that's sorta closer range assault weapon. Optics usually is not a good idea. Okay. Another magazine, don't have room for that. But I got to ditch the revolver, I just don't want to. Gas grenades, smoke grenades, not gas. Floating helmet. Russian helmets there, Russian old helmets there like that. They can float. Yes, that's pretty much another M16. Okay, this case is pretty much the same thing as M16, just with a little bit less rounds in the magazine. Okay, that's a good find. Gonna save us some inventory space finally. I'm not going to check every house here, just the outskirts. That's a nice find. So the idea to turn this place into a military village, I don't know, kinda ration these things up a little bit. Okay, this is like very serious offering. We need all this food. Two cans of food in a backpack. If it wasn't a backpack, if it was something else. If it wasn't canned food, sorry. I mean, in the traditions of good old DayZ, I would have suspected that there's something wrong going on here. Yep. So we take this, now we can take this. Oh yeah, our energy levels are at max now, which is very good. After 2 or 3 cans of tactical bacon. Tracers. Are you tracers? Not tracers. Okay. I guess we are done with Polyana. No drinking there. Yeah, that's underdogs. That's actually has always been, but that. Okay, let me make it a little bit quiet. For me, I'm yelling. That had been a super common case in old DayZ before 0.62. Before 0.63. So, and then when they switched to the new engine, they kind of decreased the amount of everything, and it became way easier to find corresponding bullets, magazines and guns. But now, over the years, since the full release of the game, they started to actually, they've been re-adding the guns, and gradually the problem returns. It's getting harder. You might end up with an inventory full of bullets and magazines and guns and nothing matching. Yeah, that's definitely becoming more common now, but it's always been a thing just before the new engine. Okay, we need to drink. We missed the opportunity. In Polyana. At least we found ourselves a new gun. Let's get to the nearby lake then. Rehydrate. Give me a sec. Population on the server fluctuates in a pretty strange way. It's not empty, maybe not really enough players to find them in the south, but definitely enough to find them on the coast, to bet I'm on the coast. Yeah, underdogs, yeah. Like, watch some old DayZ videos, really old ones from 2015. Yeah, you'll see that a lot in them. Okay, no convoy here at the lake. That's good. I mean, maybe that's not that good, but getting convoys all the time. My previous character, the knight character, found 3 convoys in like less than 2 hours on this server. So, not that I'm complaining. I'm not complaining, but felt a little bit artificial at that point. One way or another, I'm going to use water purification tablets just to be on the safe side. That's number 1. That's number 2. Getting full, finally. Haven't been able to rehydrate since Zalesia. And that's number 3. Purify. To be on the safe side. Well, just to have it already purified. So, but still, I haven't found a good sniper rifle. So, just as I expected, not in Polyana. Interesting one. Why do I keep losing frames tonight? Something wrong with my connection, something wrong with Twitch and Jest server, something's wrong on the route. But at least OBS could log in, could authenticate on Twitch. Recently it's been kind of problematic. Again, not sure, probably because of the connectivity issues. There's one specific deer house or chicken coop or misc feed shack that I have specifically high hopes for, because sometimes it would spawn sniper rifles. But, of course, nothing is guaranteed in DayZ. Anything going on down there? No, okay. Just some zombies. So, these are hunters. Okay, what's the state of the battery? Oh, that's a good one. I don't like the scope, but it's at least load a fresh battery. This place is properly empty tonight. Oh, it's a nice one. Let's fix what we need to fix. Our big knife. I prefer actually to find a machete and put it on my backpack. But can you fix bolts with these? No. You cannot resharpen them. That'd be too grand. Yeah. Oh, some more food. Okay. Let's enjoy it. And we got to wring out our clothes again. Just to stay more or less dry. This shirt, is it a short, a jacket? It's not good when it comes to water resistance. It's not water resistant at all. As well as this raider cap, but at least when it's dry it gives you quite some thermal insulation. And the shoes need some, again, love. Keep things nice and happy. Okay. Oh, that's like what we used to call golden ticket, but poison compensator or golden ticket, whatever, doesn't really mean a lot what to take. There's no big difference. But let's keep eating while we can. That's my advice. Eat everything you find. Don't save anything for later. Only stop eating when you see that your apple indicator, your energy stops going up. It starts going up and down, up and down, up and down. So, but even after that, you still can keep eating. And yeah, if you play with friends, don't save anything for your friends. Keep eating. Is it the right one? I sure hope so. Kinda use this sort of the same routes over and over. Maybe it's not the right one. Whatever. I don't have a map on me. I'm not going to take a look. I'm just going to run roughly in the direction. I'm not going to take a look at the at any external maps. So we know where to find some higher tier military gear. Well, I mean, like M16, totally enough for me. But sniper rifles, yeah, that seems to be a little bit more problematic. Haven't been visiting the right places. Well, you cannot have everything. That was a wrong turn. That was a wrong call. To go kinda in between two branches of the power lines. But okay. Something white over there. Yeah. There's the Sharaban. A wheel thingy. A wheelhouse. Proto RV. Not that I need to loot these places, but why not? A larger backpack, that's really tempting. That's like really tempting at this point. Maybe I should pick it up. But maybe we could try to do without it. I like the lean silhouette of this character. But if I find the new one, the long haul backpack, I'm I'll probably take it. Impressive. But there's 2 more to loot of these concrete bunkers. Gonna get you. Good evening, welcome. The shotgun one, the one from the previous stream. I'm just going slowly. I was slowly going south, hoping to find a sniper rifle, more chainmail stuff for another character, but well, yeah, you find everything else, but not what you want. So, and now I'm getting close to the base to take a look at it. Kinda use this character, since I'm here anyway, as a reconnaissance agent. Is that the right way to say it? Oh, the only thing this character has for another character, it's like this epoxy and some bolts. Some bolts. So, yeah. But that character is ready to try to do a raid, though this base seems to be surrounded by people quite often. The last time I spent like an hour running around, trying to avoid getting detected. Made some noise, made some shots, repositioned, and disengaged after all. Okay. Now we're getting close. No, that's the problem. The longest range that I have is this. And I wouldn't consider it long range, at least not for me. I tried, but I ended up in Polyana. I found a different primary, left my shotgun in there, but no sniper rifles. Yeah, that's... Polyana is not a good place for them. And the rifle itself is not amazing at all. Okay, I'm sorta kinda flanking the base. We started the hill on top of the base. So my sniper rifle is so bad that I probably not going to use it. If I decide to engage, I'll go like full close quarters. Should be all less safe to loot. Okay. Better optics. We found it literally when we needed the most. Yeah, this is something. This is something. Wouldn't say we're cooking with gas now, but we are definitely cooking. We're definitely cooking. Yep, the base seems to be here. This is not a new addition. Seen it the last time. So the server pop kind of suggests that we not shoot. It's possible to see some people here. And the time of the day. This hill is a little bit too steep. They boarded even the second floor. That's serious. Yeah, they've really been expanding. This is new. Whole tower in front. Raiding this with just crossbows is going to be pretty interesting. Yeah, even though raiding with crossbows doesn't really make a lot of noise, these guys tend to kinda stay around. Should we go down and take a look? Yeah, a little bit larger. Curious if they have like somebody sitting in the base. Nearby. Well, I have one still stashed away, gonna get you. I mean, as of yesterday it was there. Yeah, double, triple walls. Oops. These guys are not fun. This one ended up being a little bit slow. After getting shot multiple times in the face. Okay. coming. Yeah, everything's boarded up pretty seriously. No way to take a look inside. Second floor, yeah, everything. One car. They definitely have something like Volga inside. One Volga. And it's possible to do some damage from here, but that would be not raiding, that would be griefing. Double. I'm curious what's inside there. What's the best strategy would be? Gonna take quite some shooting. Gonna take quite some crossbowing. So might need a little bit more than a couple glue sticks for this, but yeah. Okay, so we learned this thing or two about this base. And if we do it quietly, we might not actually attract them. Unless they are a little bit insane and just log in periodically to check on the base on their own. Or if they just, when they hear somebody around, they just sit tight and quiet, pretending they are not there. Okay. That's a thing we learned about this base. Any ammo to reload with? The sniper rifle, enough. The assault rifle, a little bit. The pistol, yeah, I forgot about the pistol. That's just a different magazine. Okay. That just has a different magazine. Thanks for the heads up, I forgot about the pistol. Okay, now I guess we could go to the crossbow character and give him some of the useful stuff. Because why not? The bolts and the stick of glue. That would be only smart. Okay. Not going to hunt. A little bit too early for that. I'd kinda maybe like to stick around the base a little bit, but I don't want to just sit on the bushes and wait for something to happen. Because I don't know if they're even on the server. I haven't heard anything. That would be almost like camping. That's not interesting. Maybe even I'll give this gun to that character and take his huge AKM from her. And in case if we still have that car, in case we end up running out of crossbow resource and whatnot, there's a shotgun there with some pretty loud bang bangs in the car. This house at the outskirts of everything of the world pretty much is a hunting house. Spawns hunting loot. So this sort of bench doesn't spawn anything. Sometimes it would. 16, yeah. Rex. Rex, of course. Another scope, but in a pretty rough condition. Now we got to do a little bit of running, unfortunately, but there's no way around that. And here it might be pretty easy to get lost in the woods, so I really gotta follow the roads here. Easier said than done. Here's the road. Found it. Interesting that the map has a couple of very similar places. So this place, sort of small lumber logging compound, and there is one like that, not that far away from here. Nice, a protective case. Nothing to protect with it. really after me. Seem to be a little bit too fast for a person that old. Found the door, and what's in the... in here? Nothing. Disappointing. So I think, yeah, the Livonia map could actually benefit a little bit from something I would call southern expansion. And it's not necessary to create like whole new gigantic villages around here. Just add groups of houses here and there. Something interesting, like some additional points of interest. They've added actually not that long ago, like year and a half, 2 years maybe, those microscopic survivor camps. Yeah, development in the woods, yeah. Because even though there's definitely quite some spots suitable for base building, there's not a lot of them. Lots of curvature, lots of curved ground. Simply you cannot build on. Lots of very open places. You wouldn't build a base in the middle of an open field surrounded by hills. So things like that might be pretty much stopping people from doing anything here. Though for hardcore nature survivors this might be an interesting challenge, but you still would need a knife. You still would need ropes. You cannot make ropes just in the nature. Hidden base in the woods not bad, but yeah, that's the thing. There's not a lot of spots really here to make a truly hidden base in the woods. That's the problem. Yeah. Maybe if they just would even the ground out a little bit, the terrain, make it more even. I think I'm recognizing this. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just running in completely wrong direction again. So these woods are pretty hilly. Here it is, our beauty. All the stuff still inside. Nothing really that exciting, it's just what it had. Oh yeah. This I'm going to ditch, this I'm going to take, and this I'm going to leave, just to have more inventory room. This I'm leaving, and this I'm leaving. And what else? What else would I leave? I don't know. The shotgun shells. Yeah. Two spark plugs. Should have picked up some 45 ACPs for this gun, but yeah, doesn't matter. It's not my loot. It's just not my loot in general. So, and let's maybe swap the guns then. So this we give the character, other character. Is all the rounds. And we take the burden of gigantic AKM from her. Right? Here we have another scope. And this. I guess I'm keeping this for now. This can go here, for example. I found this detonator on the coast. I found this detonator at one of the trains next to the river, which is super, of course, strange. 9 mils we don't have. Yeah, in here. Yeah. Okay. Let's do the switcheroo. Give me a second, please, to work on this. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Close Daisy. It's not working. Cloud error. Daisy experimental just told me that there was a cloud error. Okay. Starting the game. Boom, boom. Come on, come on, come on. Load it. Join the server. Here we go. Doing the switcheroo, using the car as a storage point. I could play with both characters at once. Have two PCs technically on my desk here. So can play two characters at once. Done it a couple times. Pretty strange feeling. Well, I mean, you can really control only one. Where is the car? Here it is. Okay. You take this. And you give up this. And the rounds. And the spare magazine. And yeah, this you are going to need. This is your primary now. This is going to be the primary of another character. Never checked actually what was inside. Any 9 mils? Nope. But some bolts. Let's take a look what's in the case. Okay. Maybe this character could just share a little bit. And the glue stick. Another stick of glue. So she ends up without anything with the scope, but for base raiding she's not going to need it. Still has this. Okay. And then we are going to do a back switcheroo. Preparing raids if you're alone, it's hard. So command restart. Oh, doing the back switcheroo. And the character that's with that gets the AKM actually ends up with both primary and secondary using the same round, which is sort of kind of stupid. I don't know, maybe it wasn't a good idea. Whatever. What's done, done. So you get yourself a new huge gun. And a keycard. And this. And let's take a look. I'm not going to take another drum magazine, that's just super ridiculous. But I want to take a look at what's inside. Well, inside we have some rounds, some of them damaged, some of them badly damaged, some of them sorta kinda okay. Just going to take just simply one full stack. That's it. Hey, not what I wanted. Okay, I think we are done here. We didn't bring much to the table, but we brought at least something. This is enough rounds to destroy one wall. It's just better to have a drum mag Saiga for that job. We could actually switch to the field jacket. That would be That would be smart, I think. It's a little bit too bright. It's not right that I have all the medical stuff in one spot. Go here. Here. We go here. We go here. More or less. Pretty bright though. Yeah, need something less standing out. It's more like desert camo than Livonian. But I wanted to have a little bit deeper pockets. Okay, now we have deeper pockets. We have interesting primary after the switcheroo. And we are, I guess, going closer to the base. Just to strategically position this character somewhere in the woods. Is this one going to get oh, that's empty. Is this one going to get all sneezy and sniffly, just like I'm IRL? So when I realized that I parked my car, well, I mean, parked my car. I think I stole the car from them when they did not have any walls in their base. So, but when I realized that they actually sort of kinda persevered and built the base exactly where I stole their car from them. Uh-oh. Oh-oh. Well, okay. I guess we got ourselves a new clip. That hasn't happened to me in a very long time. I don't think I can do anything. I'm falling. The game thinks I'm falling. Okay, there is a way actually to fix it. There is a way to fix it. If the game detects that you're outside, it teleports you back. I haven't had this, and I don't think I've ever had this, like at all, like this. Just because of a deer stand. I think it kind of puts you back on the surface when something like that happens. Yeah, there is some sort of desynchronization. Yep. That can be fixed by relogging. At least these days the game's smart enough to figure out that some parameters are outside of the limits, and yeah, it corrects them fully automatically. Okay. We need to go somewhere over there, but well, I mean, let's cut some corners. Maybe we find another base in the woods. I'm not the only person playing on the server, obviously. And neither are those guys. So, when you realize you have neighbors, especially if they're noisy, you in DayZ, you'd usually try to move out. But yeah, I remember once falling through the textures in Livonia a long time ago, but it was when I tried to roll under a structure, and that's how it happened. I think that was sort of maybe because my character got crushed by the structure on the ground and popped through the ground into this big great void. And by the way, sharpening stone. I should have left the sharpening stone, that sharpening stone in there too, for the knives. But I left a knife in there. A big one. Because this raid will require a tremendous amount of bolts, I think. This is our valley. Interesting enough, there is an orchard over there. I cannot see it from here. Maybe it doesn't look that regular, but there is an orchard over there without a single structure or road coming to it. Jumping out of the deer stand too, yeah. Well, but I'm telling you, this one's definitely new for me. I remember glitching out on a deer stand in Namalsk, but it was a glitch. Sorta kinda shaking at the... very intense shaking. Twitching at the ladder. not going through the ground. The base down there. This character, yeah. For him it would be better to have something more camouflage than this. So maybe we should run around a little bit, find simply more greener clothes. Nothing special, just a little bit of something more camouflaged. Yeah, I think with all these problems, possibilities, opportunities to still somehow clip through the ground, the game kinda does periodic checks on if you are within the permissible coordinates, but only once in a while, not like constantly. No activity around the base. I don't know, gonna get you. I have no idea. I didn't gather enough information to make like an educated decision, or even just an educated guess. I do not really understand. So, is there a way to have a good position on them? Yeah, I don't know. Is this better? Have no idea. It seems like a tower, but then they would have gates there. I think they use this end to actually enter the base. At least when I heard the car, it wasn't at that end. It was at this end, I think, because I didn't see it over there. Yeah, yeah. Though they have barbed wire, so it might be hard to retrieve the bolts back. So I'm not sure. Barbed wire, the lower one. The one that's the most annoying. Oh yeah, not sure. Purple, I don't know. The lower part of it, it's enough already to make it hard for us. The upper part doesn't really matter. So, but I think at this note we gotta call it a day. It's been a nice, almost around 3 hours. So a longer stream, but we learned some things. We traveled. We found things, so wasn't that bad at all. Even though we didn't see anybody. But we been prepared. Ooh, yeah, I'm losing frames. Yeah, I can see it. But we've been working on preparing that raid. Okay. Don't leave the channel yet. Don't leave the stream yet. Even though that's the end of the stream. Yeah, really losing the frames there. Could see it. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. YouTube people, thank you very much for watching on YouTube. What can I say? If you like this stream, please leave a like on it. Doesn't matter if you're watching this as a recorded video or as a live stream. Subscribe for more. We want to try to raid this base. Hope. And just using crossbows. Sorta kinda. Sorry, hiccups. God damn it. Oh god. Sorta kinda a challenge type using only crossbows. So that's coming, I hope. Oh god. Will I stop hiccuping? It's always a thing when I start wrapping it up. It's so always, I don't know why. Maybe I start talking too fast all of a sudden because I know what to say. Oh god, what the hell. Okay, so Twitch people, thank you for watching me on Twitch. Gonna get ya, underdogs. Thank you people for chatting. Let's before we call it a day, let's find somebody to raid on Twitch. Bear with me. Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. Okay, maybe somebody playing DayZ, because my following page is kinda not really offering me a lot tonight. Just a second. Underdogs, thank you man for watching, for lurking. Okay, let's see. This one at least says they're surviving. Interesting map. That's something not standard. Okay. Can we read them? Yeah, they're from Canada, so they speak both French and English. Let's see if we can read them. Yeah, that's not the username. It's the full address. Yes, we can read them. I will see you all tomorrow. Let's go and say hi to Survival Toaster. The link's in the chat. That's it for tonight. Goodbye and good night.